Hello. Okay, this is going to be about apothics, right? So, okay, first of all, what is an apothic? Apothics are a consumable item, these three right here, that you use to get certain mods. The mods that are, well, the actual reason you're doing this is for two things. Growing power and brief respite. Both of them are really meta auras. And so this is a platinum farm, obviously. And I'm going to show you how you can do it. And how I've been doing it with my former clanmates. So yeah, basically what you're going to need, is either a harrow with thermal thunder subsumed, or a gauss. That's how I've been doing it for the most time, with a really high efficiency and range build. And you're gonna use a thermal thunder. I'm gonna show you in a second how. But basically, I think harrow works better because you're not really trying to rush too much. But gauss is better if you like speed, if you just wanna be quick. But yeah, so basically, you're gonna want one thing for nukes. You're gonna want one thing actually from Cimaris, or two things depending on how rich you are in the game. If you're a rich oiler and you have everything, then I guess I'll show you in a second what I mean. So there are these upgrades. Okay, shut up. So there are these four things right here. Okay, this guy. So basically you're gonna want cross matrix widgets. So what does it say? Chance for each scan with the synthesis scanner to count as 2 scans. So what this does is it gives you 45% chance when you scan something to give you double, well, scans. So you're gonna want this. And this is a nice to have thing. Reduces the time required to scan a target with the synthesis scanner. You don't really need it, but it is nice to have. So, why do we need this? Well, let me show you. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scanning plants on Earth and certain other planets. So make sure you're in solo. And you're going to want to do this thing right here. Also, Smida Kavat, not bad to have. Where is it? Resourceful Retriever. I'm not too sure if it works with plants anymore. Because back then there was the Charm mod. And Charm would give you blah blah blah. You already know it. Well, if you didn't, Charm would give you... It had a chance to proc a buff, which would give you double or triple or quadruple resources based on how lucky you were. But, yeah, this one is new. I'm not sure if it works on plants. But yeah. So you're definitely gonna want the Smida. If you're a noob, if you're really new to this, you can use the Oxylus, this thing right here, because it, I don't know, shows you where the plants are. So yeah, you're gonna want to be in a capture mission, blah 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 blue blue blue, and then you. So the reason why we're running a nuke frame is because these low bob enemies are really annoying.
Here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
So that they don't fuck with us, right? You just press this once, everything dies. You equip the scanner. But now the real fun begins. You're going to be wanting to basically just... Oh, look what I found. You're going to be wanting to do this. Look, we got 4 sunlight jade leaves. That's because I have... So normally you would get 1, right? Makes sense. You get double scans for the resource booster. And then, you know the widget upgrade I was talking about? Gives you 45% chance, so double. Yeah, that was also kicking in, so we got 4. Now imagine my fucking cat also hits it. I'll be getting 8. So that's really good. So you're just gonna wanting to be nuking this shit. And now you keep scanning. You can scan these if you want. Oh. And yeah, this is what you're gonna be doing. You just wanna scan all plants. There is some
Excellent work.
meta
We'll
behind
interrogate
it
the
where
captain
you only want to
face.
scan a certain
Your
plant,
part is
but
done here, Tenno.
that I would leave up to you to discover. And yeah, you basically want to be scanning the plants. It's more convenient to kill the things with a frame, because you can have the scanner equipped and kill him.
Heads up. A Grineer assault team
Right.
is headed your way.
So there's something. I know for a fact that usually here's also a plant
There's a
that didn't
heavy
spawn.
unit approaching.
It's again a little bit like a Fortnite Battle Royale chest. Has fixed spawns, but must not always spawn. So you keep scanning the plants. Once you have enough, you craft the Apothics. And I'm gonna show you in a bit what you do with them. Deet 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 deet. Yeah. Yeah, see. The scanner shows you the things where they are. Really convenient. Also, kind of off topic, but if you see these, just kill him. Has a chance to drop white mod. But how crazy would it be if I just got it? That'd be crazy. But yeah. There's another plant. These ones are kind of really rare. So that's that. There's another Sunlight Dragon Lily. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I'm not gonna waste more time, but you get the idea of it, right? You just want to be scanning plants. You want to be a super rich plant guy. Oh yeah, you extract, and now
Mission complete. Excellent
the actual
work,
funny
Tenno.
thing begins. The good part. See how we got plants? Yeah. So now you're gonna be crafting the Apothics with all of the different plants. Some of them are on Mars, some of them are on different planets. You can just look it up on the wiki, what type of plant you need for the Apothic. So you're gonna be going into this. You want to equip the Apothic. Nightfall, there you go. And now you go in here again. And you want to be looking for the grove.
Readings indicate an increasingly dense neural
Okay,
network beneath the
so
forest floor. This can only mean one thing. The Silver Grove is nearby.
okay, so basically now Lotus told me that the Silver Grove is nearby. That means that the Silver Grove is, well, who would have guessed?
The
It's
captured
nearby.
target has vital information that we will
So
need to
now it's
extract.
up to
We need
us
our subject brought back alive.
to find it. There we go. So this is the Silver Grove right here. So what you are going to want to be doing, was that even correct? You want to bring a squad with 4 people. Okay, there is a lot of misinformation, I think, surrounding this topic. But what you're going to bring into here is 4 people. One of them is Korra, right? For obvious reasons. You want to bring 2 Necros, because of the way the loot pool blah 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 works. Important is 2 Necros, okay? Anybody who says 1 Necros is enough, you're clueless. Go to wiki, read up on it. And well, the 4th one is kind of, well, doesn't really matter, because Atlas thing doesn't work, Hydroid thing doesn't work, Ivara thing, it's very finicky. And yeah, so Korra to Necros. And you want to put the Apothic in here, right? And then these things will spawn, right? So you're gonna... And I'm just killing it like normally, right? But in the best case scenario, the two Necroses have their Desecrate online. And then the Korra puts it into her whip thing, into her cage. And then she slashes it with her whip claw for the increased loot. So everybody can put 4 of these Apothics in here. And so what it means is that there's 16 Apothics that can be used up in one run. Which is really good, right? Actually, it's 2, I think. Yeah, it's 2, I think. So, yeah, it's not 16, it's 8. But yeah, you complete the mission, or ideally you do the objective first and then complete the mission. Otherwise, you're gonna fail it. Right? You go to extract, you get the mods.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate
And then you
the
sell it on the
captive back
market.
at base. Your part is done here.
And that's some really easy plat.
Stay focused.
Right.
There's a heavy
So
unit approaching.
So that's how you do it. So what did we get?
Excellent
We
work,
got
Kiddo.
absolute garbage. It happens. But yeah, usually, well, not usually, in the best case, because I was doing it alone, plus no setup, right? The way how we've done it is we have found that getting 22 to 23 mods, like unidentified items, right? So that's 20 mods, is kind of ideal. And so, yeah. You want growing power, brief respite. And those sell on the market for a lot of plat. These mods right here, growing power, brief respite, right? So yeah. TLDR, you go and scan plans, and you go and open the Apothics and the Grove. You get mods, and you sell them on the market. So yeah. Hope this was helpful.